Hey, is this the Truckfighters?
Hey, yes, it is. This is Mr. OZO from Truckfighters.
How are you guys doing?
Really good. And you?
I'm doing good. I'm very excited by this.
All right, cool, awesome. Me too.
Well, the scary part is, I never even heard of you guys until I was presented with this interview opportunity. So when I get the email,
right.
I'm like, all right, who are the Truckfighters? So I go on YouTube and I do a search, and the first thing I watch is Live from London, Desert Cruiser. And 15 seconds in, I'm like, where the fuck have I been? This is incredible. I'm missing the boat here.
Yeah, that's cool. So we have one new fan then.
You got one
awesome.
new fan. And then I find out you guys actually been around for 15 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
The thing is, we've been releasing all our albums on our own small label, Fuzzorama Records. So maybe a lot of people haven't seen us or heard about us because it's hard as a small label to reach out through all the music that is available today.
Right.
But we've been doing this full time the past 5 years, so it's awesome to make our dreams come true, kind of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, that's funny because, so this is it. There's no, you guys don't, when you're not touring or doing anything, you're not working another job or nothing?
No, nothing. Just touring and handling our own label. Maybe that's one of the reasons why we can do this, because we released our whole catalog, our 15 years on our own label.
Right.
And we never really had that much help from the outside. We handled most of the stuff ourselves, so that makes it a little bit easier to live on it.
Right. Because it's scary. I just had this conversation with the drummer from King the other day, and he was saying when they're not on tour, when they're home, they all go and find jobs and have to work day jobs to support themselves. And
a lot of bands do that.
Something it's crazy.
Yeah. But as I said, we've been handling the merchandise, the records, tour managing everything ourselves. So
that's awesome.
A lot of bands sign up for managers and sign up for record deals a little bit too early, and then they lose the revenues from those streams, or maybe they spend too much money when they're on the road, hiring tour managers, stage hands, whatever. So we kind of we do it ourselves instead.
What made you guys go that route? This whole time, because most bands, like you said, don't do that.
I didn't hear the question. What did you say?
What made you guys go the route where it was just you handling everything?
Mostly because it was fun, and a lot of the stuff isn't that hard to do, and it's nice to learn new things if you don't know how to do it.
Right.
But we actually tried the manager a few years ago, just 2-3 years ago, just to get a little bit more time, because we don't have any time left to do stuff.
Right.
But in the end, we just had to double check everything, and they just booked flights and hotels, and that's something we can do ourselves. We got rid of them and took over again.
Wow.
So a lot of bands are
good,
maybe a little bit too lazy, that we can't do that. We want to be musicians. We want to create music only. But it's more about a lot of bands are a little bit too lazy, I think. It's not hard, or it doesn't take too much time to book a flight ticket or a hotel or check some distance between two clubs or whatever. So,
I mean, you guys really understood going into this that it not only is it music and passion and love of music, but it's also a business as well.
Not at first. I would say the core in Truckfighters has always been playing music, and we think it's fun playing music. But we also think it's a little bit fun to have the insight about what happens with the money and where does it go. And it's not necessarily that we want to see money. We want to have control and know what we're doing. And if we spend money, we want to know what we get for the money, instead of just giving away everything to someone who should decide for us. But the core is always and still is that we play because we think it's so fun to play music.
Nice. Now, your label, is it just you guys you handle, or do you have other bands on your label? Or
no, we have a bunch of bands. We have like Canadian band called We Hunt Buffalo, American band called Valley of the Sun, and a few more. And yeah, we signed a few bands that we like really much and try to help them out. And this fall we're going to tour with we're going to tour with 3 of the bands on this European tour. So we're in a good position where we can bring our own bands on the tour.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So what's it like when you have somebody like a Josh Homme turn around and say that you guys are the best band in the world?
Yeah, that's really awesome, actually. That's, of course, a big inspiration for us. And when he talks like that, you kind of smile. Of course, it's nice to hear. Even though if he doesn't mean it 100%, it's fun anyway.
Right. Now the new album, which comes out September 30th, is it called just V, or is it that stand for the Roman numeral 5, or?
You can call it whatever. It means a lot. It's the 5th album for us as well. So I think that was the first idea, and then it means more. You can when you get your hands on the real album, you can look inside. We have a lot of explanations about the number 5.
Oh, cool.
So check it out.
Very cool. Now, did you guys do a fan campaign for this album?
Yeah, we've done like over 700 shows so far in our career, and it was a way for us to kind of embrace the fans and get them closer to us and really show our appreciation for them for showing up on these shows. So
that's awesome.
All the people who signed up for this will be in the limited edition on a poster. So yeah, wow. It's a great idea, and it's we feel glad that we did it.
How many do you know? How many names are going to end up being on that?
I think it was about 900.
Wow!
But,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a lot of names, but it's fun.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. That's that'll go a long way with the fans. They'll really appreciate that.
Mm. We have a few other ideas for the new album. We will have a sing-along thing when we will pick the best one that sings to our new video, and then we will bring that guy or girl on stage, and so they can sing with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we also included
awesome.
We also included a few golden tickets in a few albums that will give them total access to hang with us and have a coffee, be backstage, hang out in the bus, whatever. Just spend some time.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, we just came up with it 2 days ago. But it's also a way of showing, just giving something back, because it only will cost us some time and effort to spend time with these people, but they spend a lot of money and time in us, so it's a good way of giving back.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that you see a band from what I'm learning now with you guys, where you are So giving back to the fans and spending time with the fans and including the fans on your whole trip through this musical journey of you guys.
Yeah. But we think it's fun because we are still normal people, believe it or not. And we think it's nice to spend time with the other guys. Of course, it's not always fun if someone is super drunk and just want to talk about the same thing all over again in the middle of the night when you want to sleep. But a lot of the people who meet us are really cool about it. And
that's awesome.
We try to be cool back in a good way, like a relaxed and fun way.
Now, what's going to be, you mentioned the first video, what's going to be the first single and video off the new album?
Calm Before the Storm. It's the first track of the album.
Oh, so it's the longest song of the album. 8 minutes long.
Yeah, it's really long. So it's a bad single material, but who gives a fuck? It's a good song. So now you have to play it, awesome. the whole song. Convince your bosses
I'll play the
to
whole
play.
Song.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Now, do you guys I'm seeing like on the album, like all your songs are average of like 6 minutes long, and a few are like 7, and then the 8 minute. Are all your songs always that long?
Not always. On the previous album, we had one song that was 2 minutes, but that is really rare. We don't plan any length or how it's supposed to feel or anything. We create songs, and this time it happens to be that every song was over 6 minutes. But on the previous record, as I told you, was one that was 2 minutes, and the longest song was over 13 minutes. So it was a different length on that one.
Now, I was reading too, like the way you guys do end up like writing your albums, like it's mostly just you guys jamming and coming up with songs and forming the songs in jams. Do you think that's the reason why the songs end up being so long?
Yeah, probably. And we don't listen that much ourselves to pop songs that is 3 minutes long. So maybe that's the main explanation. We like when a song gives a little bit more than a verse, chorus, something in between and a chorus, and then it's done. We don't necessarily need to have that format of the song, and when we have that free-minded thinking about the song, it usually ends up a little bit longer than 3-4 minutes. But it's nothing we plan. It just happens. It's, as I said, sometimes it's shorter song and sometimes really long. So
cool. Now, I see. I mean, you guys already have dates booked up through the end of the year. Any chance you guys coming over to the States in 2017, or?
Yeah, we're planning early next year to come over and do at least 3 weeks, and hopefully squeeze in a few more weeks later on. But yeah, we want to come over and tour, of course. But it's hard. We're kind of semi-popular all over the world. We can go to Australia, Europe, South America, US. So we need to cover all these countries in the same time, almost. But we will come, and we have the plans for it. So
it must be tough being in demand all over the world.
Yeah, what? It must be tough.
It must be tough that you're in demand all over the world.
Sometimes, but it's fun. It's fun. But of course, there's long days when you're just sitting in a van, or just when you sit there for 8 hours just waiting to play. That isn't that fun. And when you get used to touring, we've been touring for 10 years. It's not as exciting as it was in the beginning. The playing, the 1 hour on stage is still really, really fun. But all the hours behind it and before is a little bit tiresome at some point. But it's all right. We don't complain. It's cool to play, do your hobby, and get paid for it.
Sure. Now, you guys also did a documentary on yourselves?
Yeah. Actually,
and it looked like it really. I was gonna say, it looked like it really showed that time where you're not on stage to what you guys do in your normal days, like waiting to get on stage.
Yeah, it's a really honest documentary. It's not about the glamorous rock and roll life. It's more about the honest, hardworking, underground, do-it-yourself band. And I think this is the first documentary about a band that is more true to what a smaller band can experience.
Sure.
Because mainly bigger old 80s band have these documentaries, and then it's all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and that's far away from our lifestyle.
Nice.
So, it's a good one.
It's rock and roll business.
Yeah.
So one other thing I had to say too was, have you ever been compared to like the new Angus Young of rock? I mean, watching you on stage, right away I was just like, this is like Angus Young.
Yeah, the guitarist. Yeah, he's
yeah.
He never listened to AC/DC at all, actually. But I don't know where he got that energy from. But he's jumping all over the stage for one and a half hour. So, but we try to be an energetic band, and we hate bands that are just standing still and look like they want to be somewhere else. So, and it's also nice when the crowd is really into it. Then we get even more into it. It's a exchange of energy between the audience and the band. So it's amazing. Yeah,
I hope you guys get over here to the States and get to Philadelphia.
Yeah, you should. We should do that, and you should let us know, and we can meet.
Absolutely. I want to see that energy in person and experience it. It looks awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. So, all right, just last thing before I let you go, can I get you guys cut an ID?
Yeah, sure.
This is, was it OZO?
One more time.
OZO and Dango from the Truckfighters, and you're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
Okay, I will say OZO from Truckfighters because Dango is in another room.
Okay.
All right. This is OZO from Truckfighters, and you're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
Awesome. OZO, thanks so much, and good luck out there. Good luck with the new album.
Thanks.
And I hope to see you in 2017.
Yeah, okay. It was fun talking to you.
You too.
All right. Take care.
Care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.